Hello friends, welcome to another episode of Sam's Everyday Cooking, and today we are making another very delicious dish, and this is inspired by Thai cuisine. So we are making a Thai baked chicken, Thai style. You know, it's improvised, and it's a very easy dish. And with this we are going to have SomTam and some sweet baked potatoes as well. So let's get going and let me show you all the ingredients, and then we will start cooking. So for this I've taken a small chicken, as I always do. You know, for baking I don't take a chicken more than 800 grams. So this is a small chicken. I have some fish sauce, and then about 2 red chilies and 3 cloves of garlic. You can have more red chilies if you like it, but I think this is enough. Some coriander roots. This is very important. Please don't throw away your coriander roots and stems when you're cooking. Palm sugar or jaggery, as I have taken. Some dark sweet soya sauce, which I have slightly liquidated, otherwise it's very thick. It's about 8-10 peppercorns, some coarse salt, because this helps in you know, when we are pounding it in a pestle and mortar, we need this for crushing all our ingredients. Now this is Kafir lime leaves and some sarai or lemongrass, and then half a lemon. So let's get going. So for this, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to get the chicken ready. Now what we're going to do is we're going to remove the little butt of the chicken. Okay, now we don't need any of this excess fat as well, which is the skin. It's got the fat, and I don't like this excess skin all around, and the fat as well. We are going to remove all this. Okay, and we are going to cut the chicken from here, which is basically the chicken's backbone, and open up the chicken. Now, as you can see, that I've removed the entire backbone, which you can use it for stock if you like. All right, and we are going to clean up the chicken from inside, where you find all this unnecessary organs are there stuck around. We are going to wash it again very thoroughly, and then we will start marinating the chicken once the marinade is ready. Okay, you can see the chicken once it's flattened out. This is what we want. We want a flat chicken. As you can see, I have cleaned up the chicken very well, and we will leave this aside and we'll get the marinade ready. Okay, and I'll show you from the other side as well. Okay, so this is our chicken from the other side. It's all ready to go. All right, okay, now we can start pounding our marinade. We are going to start pounding our marinade. For this, because we have got chili, I'm going to use a tiny bit of oil on my hand, because you know, it just helps so that when the chili touches your hands, it doesn't burn as much. So I'm rubbing a little bit of oil, and we will pound the chili last. We're going to pound the garlic first. The garlic and the coriander roots are going to be pounded first, with a little bit of coarse salt. That's going to help it pound. Okay, so let's get pounding. So as you can see, it's halfway pounded. Now I'm going to add the black peppercorn, and I'm going to add a little bit of the palm sugar or the jaggery, half of it. As you can see, this is how much it's pounded. Now I'm going to add the red chilies, and if you would like to know why I'm putting black peppercorns as well as chilies, because they both have different types of spice in it. And I'm covering with a towel because it tends to fly, and if it does get to your eyes or your face, it's really painful. So please cover with some towel. I've added the balance palm sugar as well, and I'm going to pound it some more with a little more of the coarse salt. Okay, this is perfect. We don't want it into a fine paste. We want a little bit of rustic or coarseness in it. So this is how it should be pounded, not too fine as well. Now we are going to add in our sweet black soya sauce. So this, like I said, normally it's very thick. I've watered it down a little bit so that it helps mix better. Okay, it's 1 tablespoon. And we'll also add in our fish sauce, 1 tablespoon. Okay, and after this, it's very important to taste it and see if all the flavors are balanced. Like with any cooking, you have to balance out the flavors and see whether it's to your liking as far as spice is concerned and the saltiness. Okay. It's very spicy, but it's going to be good once the chicken is baked, because the chicken, once it'll absorb the spice, it'll be amazing. Okay, so this is done. This is our marinade. This is how we are going to proceed with this. We are taking our lemongrass and we're going to bash it up a little bit. So it really, the flavors will come through once it's bashed up. Okay. So I have a rectangular baking tray, and what I'm going to do is that I've split this lemongrass into half like this. I'm going to spread some kaffir lime leaves below. Okay. And then we will place our chicken over this. Okay, and we will spread out the chicken. We want to flatten it out. Okay, I have a little bit of the coarse salt, which I'm going to just salt the chicken a little bit because it's not being salted. We take our lemon, and now this is the sour component of this chicken. Okay, nicely rubbed in, and now we are going to put the marinade. Now the way that I'm going to do it is, I want to stuff a little bit of marinade inside as well. Massage it a little bit. All sides. Inside the skin is better so that it seeps inside and the flesh gets nicely flavored as well. All the marinade has to go all the way inside and give it a little bit of a rub. It's quite spicy, even you can feel the sting on my fingers, but that's what makes it delicious. Make sure it's all seeped inside very well. Okay, so it's very well coated now. We add some kaffir lime leaves for the flavor. Also stuff a little bit inside the cavity because we really want just this amazing flavors of kaffir lime leaves and lemongrass and chili shining through. Okay, friends, this is optional. I have 2 sweet potatoes which I have parboiled, and I'm also going to add this to our chicken, which makes it a complete full meal. You have your sweet potatoes, you have your SomTam, and you have a baked chicken. Okay, I'm just adding it. If you don't have it, it's perfectly fine. It's just that I have a sweet potato and I'm going to use it. You can see it's not fully boiled, it's parboiled. It's still a bit raw in the center, and that's how we want it. Now, ideally, this chicken is best if it is marinated for overnight, but you should at least marinate for 30-40 minutes before you bake it. I'm going to marinate and then we will start baking. It has to be baked at 180 degrees centigrade for 1 hour. 40 minutes cover, 20 minutes you remove the foil and you bake it. Okay, I've covered it with foil and I'm going to marinate for at least 30 minutes. Friends, now for the SomTam. SomTam basically means a sour pound. It does not mean papaya as such. So actually it can be any kind of veggies that you like, and for that I'm taking 1 cucumber grated, 1 carrot, little more than a cup of radish, white radish or mooli, okay, and then for a pound. So what is it? Basically, SomTam is a combination of sweet, sour, salty, and this, for that we have chili for the spice, sweet and sweet and sour. I've taken Indian chutney instead of taking tamarind and taking sugar, palm sugar. I've taken chutney which has got no dates. This is just tamarind and jaggery, some freshly roasted peanuts, and of course cherry tomatoes. Of course, I forgot fish sauce. All right, that is for the salty part of it. So I've got a bowl of chilled water. I put ice in it, and whilst we are pounding, we want this veggies to be really nice and crunchy. So I'm going to add it into our iced water, all of it. This will really give a nice crunch to the veggies. Okay, and then we will drain it once the pounding is finished and the spices are all ready. Let's begin with the garlic first. Just lightly bash up the garlic. This goes really very fast. It's very, very easy to make this. And you have your red chili. So you have your spicy. Okay. Now I'm going to add the tamarind chutney. This is such an easy SomTam recipe and it's delicious. So even if you don't have raw papaya, you can still make it with cucumber and carrots and radish. Now to this we are going to add just about a teaspoon of fish sauce, not too much. And then you just have to mix it up. We are going to add in our cherry tomatoes and just kind of squeeze them a little bit. We don't want to bash it out or anything like that. We just want this lovely marinade of the SomTam to just seep in. Okay, all right. Just slightly crush my peanuts. That's it. Just a little bit, just so that you have some big pieces and some slightly more powdered. Peanuts will be added last because we want the crunch, So we are not going to add it right now. And the SomTam is going to be assembled once the chicken is done. Friends, my chicken has been marinating for about 40 minutes and I'm going to put it to bake now. 180 degrees for 1 hour, 40 minutes cover, 20 minutes I'll remove the foil. Friends, our chicken is baked and it's looking so nice, and it's really the aromas in the kitchen are so nice, so spicy and lovely. So we are going to assemble it now. I'm going to put the chicken and the sweet potatoes around over here on this lovely platter of mine, and then I'll finish making the SomTam as well. As you can see, I've already placed the chicken with the sweet potatoes. I'm going to take some of this residue sauce, which is absolutely delicious, in our little sauce pot. There, okay. Going to strain that ice water that we had placed our grated carrots and radish and cucumber in. It's really nice and crunchy, and we are ready to mix it all up. So no excess water now. So we are going to put our grated veggies all in here. This is our little mixture of the SomTam that we have made with garlic and chili and tamarind, and oh, it's amazing. And then I have this little wooden pestle, so I'm just going to kind of squeeze it nicely inside. More would be nice. Okay, so our SomTam is ready. Friends, our baked chicken, Thai baked chicken is ready with the sweet potatoes baked as well. Then we have some extra lovely delicious sauce from there, and we have carrot, radish and cucumber SomTam. It's a complete meal. Please do try it and let me know how it turns out for you. It's easy to make. It's just a matter of baking, which takes about 1 hour. Well, until next time, be well, be safe, and see you again on Sam's Everyday Cooking for another episode. Bye bye, friends.